So, having looked at the definition for what an intelligent grid requires, we have gone back to our traditional grid and added some few elements which brings us closer towards this goal of building an intelligent energy grid. And when we look at the new model or layer, we can see that most of the layers have wireless communication layers that connect to other layers within the grid. But most notably, we need to focus now on the very top layer. And what we have there is a digital twin, or you can think of it as a digital model of our grid. So basically, in order to communicate with the generation layer, we would have to present it in a digital form where this is a mirror image of the grid at any given time, where we'd be able to get real-time data about the status of the grid, how much it's generating, the total generation capacity, and whether it's overloaded, or basically looking at the load management from this data. We'd be able to get all that information using this. So basically what this means is that we won't have to go in and plug sensors on every generation unit and get that feedback. With a digital twin, we can have that readily available and use this information in a very flexible manner. And on the very bottom layer, as you can see, we've gone back to the customer layer and we have extended this further. We have shredded this layer into its core components, where we're not just talking about residential, but we're talking about all the appliances, the your heaters, your lights, and your commercial. We're talking about your HVAC and all the other components, and also in the industrial. So the customer layer has been broken down further into the appliance and machinery um, layer, and we get to see later why this is so important for us to be able to do this. And so now we have done two things which are quite important for getting started with a smart grid. One, which is we have a digital representation, or rather, we need to have one. And secondly, on the grid edge, we need to have more smarter appliances in order to be able to have bidirectional communication between all these layers. And this basically is a model which in the next section we'll be looking at how we actually build this model that is functional.